Jeopardy! Now in the studio are today's contestants. A story analyst originally from Chicago, Illinois, Kate Marciniak. An Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, originally from Washington, D.C., Darryl Scott. And our returning champion, a therapist from Irvine, California, Nancy Malucci, whose one-day cash winnings total $10,401. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to our studio today. And thank you for tuning us in and getting yourselves ready to play Jeopardy for half an hour. Answers and questions, that's what we're all about. It's a lot of fun, too. It was fun for Nancy on yesterday's program because she won the game. Today, though, she gets to defend for the first time. She faces Darryl and Kate as our challengers. Welcome aboard. Good luck to all three of you. Here we go. Round one, the Jeopardy round. The easier round, the round in which there will be the one daily double in one of these categories. We have save. Notice it's in quotation marks. The Earth. TV nostalgia. Fruits and vegetables. Museums, and finally, animals in literature. Nancy, your choice.
I'll take the Earth for 100, please.
The Alps are an example of the fold type of these. The Tetons are of the fault block type. Nancy.
What are mountains?
Right.
The Earth for 200, please.
Outside the United States, the main areas where these spouting hot springs occur are Iceland and New Zealand. Darryl.
What are geysers?
Correct.
I'll take save for 100, please.
Answer. In the proverb, it's what a stitch in time does. Darryl.
What is save 9?
Yes.
Save for 200, please.
The first known public performance of this British national anthem was at the Drury Lane Theater in 1745. Darryl?
What is God Save the King?
Yes.
Save for 300, please.
Of great importance to the Chinese, this phrase is another way of saying avoid embarrassment. Darryl?
What is save face?
Yes.
Save for 400, please.
Borrowed from boxing, this expression means delivered from an undesirable face. Darryl?
What is saved by the bell?
Right again.
Save for 500, please.
Jack Lemmon won the 1973 Best Actor Oscar for his role in this drama. Kate?
What is Save the Tiger?
Good for 500.
Museums for 100, please.
Answer there. I. M. Pei designed the glass pyramid that crowns an entrance to this Paris museum. Nancy?
What is the Louvre?
Right.
Museums for 200, please.
The Tuskegee Institute has a museum named for this famed scientist who taught at the college. Kate?
Who is George Washington Carver?
Right.
Museums for 300, please.
Exhibits on Tom Thumb and Jenny Lind are highlights of a Bridgeport, Connecticut museum devoted to this man. Darryl?
Who is P.T. Barnum?
Right.
Museums for 400, please.
A submarine launched by John P. Holland in the 1800s can be seen at the Patterson Museum in this state. Nancy?
What is New Jersey?
Right.
Museums for 500, please.
This institution's National Museum of Design is not in Washington, but in the Carnegie Mansion in New York City. Nancy?
What is the Smithsonian?
Right.
The Earth for 300, please.
Middle of the column for this clue. The inner core of the Earth is thought to be a solid ball composed mainly of nickel and this metal. Nancy?
What is iron?
Right.
The Earth for 400, please.
About a tenth of the Earth's surface is covered by this treeless region of the Arctic. Darryl?
What is the tundra?
Right.
The Earth for 500, please.
Triggered by earthquakes, these destructive sea waves have been known to travel at nearly 500 miles per hour. Darryl?
What a tidal wave?
Tidal waves? Be more specific on that.
What a tsunami?
Tsunami. You are right for $500, and that takes you to $2,400. You are in the lead by $1,000 over Nancy and by $1,700 over Kate. We're going to take our first break, so you can all relax for a few moments while we pause long enough for these messages.
Hi, I'm Marianne Turan.
For the second day in a row, our contestants seem to be on cruise control in the early stages of the Jeopardy round, each one performing very, very well. Darryl, you gave me the last correct response, so you'll make our next selection, please.
TV nostalgia for 100, please.
Answer. She played a Chinese mail-order bride on Bonanza before she starred in That Girl. Kate?
Who is Marlo Thomas?
Right.
Animals in literature for 100, please.
Russell, a fox, appears in the Nun's Priest's Tale of this Chaucer work. Darryl?
What are the Canterbury Tales?
Right.
Animals in literature for 200, please.
In the Jungle Book, Raksha. This type of animal suckles the infant Mowgli. Nancy.
What is a wolf?
Yes.
Animals in literature for 300?
In The Sign of Four, this sleuth employs Toby the dog to track two fugitives. Darryl?
Who's Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
Let's have animals in literature for 400, please.
He wrote of a cross-country trek with his poodle in Travels with Charlie. Kate?
Who's John Steinbeck?
Yes.
Animals in literature for 500, please.
Kitty is the mother of this title character of a Jack London tale. Nancy?
Who's White Fang?
White Fang, correct for $500.
Fruits and vegetables for 100, please.
Slices of this pickling vegetable are said to soften skin and soothe tired eyes. Nancy?
What is cucumber?
Right.
Fruits and vegetables for 200, please.
This vegetable may be named for the white oval variety, but we know the purple one better. Kate?
What is an eggplant?
Right.
Fruits and vegetables for 300, please.
The plantain type of this tropical fruit is almost always eaten cooked. Nancy?
What's a banana?
Yes.
Fruits and vegetables for 400, please.
Loganberries are believed to be a hybrid of the blackberry and this red berry. Kate?
What is a currant?
No. Darryl or Nancy? Correct response this time. What is the raspberry? Nancy, select again.
Fruits and vegetables for 500, please.
The Seville and Bergamot are classified as bitter varieties of this fruit. They are bitter varieties of oranges. Nancy, we have TV nostalgia.
For 200, please.
In 1992, TBS presented the Best of Floyd Week as part of a tribute to this TV series. Darryl.
What is the Andy Griffith Show?
Yes, that's right.
TV nostalgia for 300.
In the Patty Duke Show theme song, this ballpark food item makes her lose control. Nancy?
What is a hot dog?
Right.
TV nostalgia for 400, please.
The folks in Schuyler, Virginia, Earl Hamner's hometown, plan to open a museum devoted to this series. Kate?
What is the Walton?
You are right, and you get the last clue. It's for $500, but it is the Daily Double, so it can be worth up to $1,400 for you, Kate. If you made it a two Daily Double and came in with a correct response, you and Nancy would be tied for second place.
Well, I'll try 800.
800? $800 it is on this clue. The 1989 book, Love is All Around, celebrated the 20th anniversary of the premiere of this sitcom.
What is the Love Boat?
Oh, no. Love is All Around was the theme song for the Mary Tyler Moore Show. All right, that cost you a bit. You're down to $600. Well, let's forget about that. Let's talk about something completely different. Kate Marciniak, originally from Chicago, Illinois, now living in Los Angeles.
That's right,
Got your driver's license just a couple of days before taking up residence here?
That's right. Yes, I was the terror of the highways for quite a while.
You were the terror, or you were
Well, I
terrified by
terrorized
what was
everybody
going on?
else, I'm sure.
Darryl Scott, who comes to us from San Diego, considers himself one of the dozen native Washingtonians. Explain that to me.
That's right, Alex. Well, I lived in Washington for 17 years before joining the military, and I've been stationed there at various times since then. And I never run into anybody who says they were born and raised in Washington, D.C.
You're the only one that you know.
Me, I'm a third-generation Washingtonian. My parents and grandparents were all from Washington. So I count them and say I'm one of 12 that
All right, well,
actual native.
that's a good way to look at it. Nice having you here. Nancy Malucci, originally from Brooklyn, New York, takes advanced math classes for fun. You are the only contestant I can recall ever doing that kind of thing. What made you take these math
Well,
classes
it's
for fun?
something I've always wanted to do. I've always liked science a lot, and like
Now, we're talking advanced math. Are we talking
calculus? Yeah,
Calculus?
Yeah. I feel that women generally get discouraged from doing this, and I'm sort of trying to prove something to myself. I also enjoy it very much. It teaches me problem-solving skills. It teaches you how to break a big problem down into small steps. That's generally the way to handle most things in life, so it's really useful.
You bet it is. All right. Nice having you with us today again. Darryl's in the lead. Kate, you'll select first in Double Jeopardy. We'll start that round right after this break. It was almost a case of deja vu. On yesterday's program, I believe our three players had accumulated $6,900 at the end of the Jeopardy round. Today, it is very close to that, $6,500, $6,400. Let's see what happens now as we go into Double Jeopardy. Two daily doubles will appear on the board in these categories: the Constitution, fees, lyricists, the planets, emperors, and finally, quotes. Kate, your choice.
I'll try lyricist for 200, please.
Answer. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head won 1969 Oscars for Burt Bacharach and this lyricist. Darryl.
Who is Hal Davis?
Yes.
What's the Constitution for 200, please?
This part begins, we the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. Nancy.
What is the preamble?
Right.
The seas for 200, please.
The greatest depth in this arm of the Mediterranean is about 7,000 feet, just north of Crete. Kate.
What is the Aegean?
Yes.
Let's see, lyricist for 400, please.
She and Adolph Green have been partners for over 50 years. Kate.
Who is Betty Comden?
Correct.
Lyricist for 600.
E.Y. Harburg, who wrote the words to Over the Rainbow, had this nickname. His nickname was Yip. Kate, back to you.
Let's try emperors for 200, please.
Answer. Shi Huangti is known for two things, burning the books in his realm and building this. Darryl.
What is the Great Wall of China?
You are right.
Emperors for 400, please.
He founded a big city and made Christianity a lawful religion in the Western Roman Empire. Nancy.
Who is Constantine?
Yes.
The planets for 200, please.
On March 1st, 1982, the USSR's Venera 13 probe landed on this planet and sent back the first color photos. Kate.
What is Venus?
Yes.
Quotes for 200, please.
Henry IV said he wanted no peasant so poor that he couldn't have one of these in his pot every Sunday. Darryl.
What is the chicken?
Yes.
Emperors for 600, please.
Emperor Jean-Jacques Dessalines changed the name of his part of Hispaniola to this. Darryl.
What is Haiti?
Correct.
Emperors for 800, please.
The answer there, one of the daily doubles. You are in the lead by $800 over Nancy. You have $4,200. How much of that are you going to risk on your knowledge of emperors?
I'll risk 800.
All right. Here's the clue for you. The first and last emperors of Germany shared this name.
What is Hohenzollern?
No, sorry. What is William? William, Kaiser Wilhelm. All right, that cost you. You are tied with Nancy. Select.
Emperors for 1,000.
When named Roman emperor, he was hiding. Caligula had just been killed, and he thought he was next to die. Nancy.
Who is Claudius?
Good for 1,000.
The planets for 400, please.
Answer there. Its orbit takes about 248 Earth years, the longest of any planet in the solar system. Kate.
What is Pluto?
Right.
Quotes for 400, please.
A favorite saying of W.C. Fields was, you can't do this to an honest man. Darryl.
What is you can't cheat anonymously?
Right.
Quotes for 600, please.
William Hazlitt said of this Ivanhoe author, his worst is better than any other person's best. Nancy.
Who is Scott?
Sir Walter Scott. Right.
The planets for 600, please.
Answer. Although the next planet out from Jupiter, it's almost twice as far from the sun as Jupiter. Kate.
What is Saturn?
Right.
Lyricist for 800, please.
Bernie Taupin co-wrote many of this singer's hits, including Island Girl and Benny and the Jets. Kate.
Who is Elton John?
Right.
Quotes for 800, please.
People ask you for criticism, but they only want praise. He wrote in Of Human Bondage. Nancy.
Who is Somerset Maugham?
Right.
Planets for 800, please.
American astronomer Asaph Hall discovered this planet's 2 moons in 1877. Nancy.
What is Mars?
Yes.
The planets for 1,000, please.
Presently the farthest planet from the sun, it has 1,500 mile-per-hour winds, some of the strongest in the solar system. Nancy.
What is Neptune?
Neptune, right.
The seas for 400, please.
The Crimean Mountains form the only cliffs found on the northern coast of this sea. Kate.
What is the Black Sea?
Right.
Quotes for 1,000, please.
Bottom of that column. The reason George Mallory gave when asked, why do you want to climb Mount Everest? Darryl?
What is because it's there?
You're right.
Oh, let's go to the Constitution for 400.
The Constitution gives this body the sole power of impeachment. Darryl?
What is the Senate?
No. Kate?
What is the Congress?
No. Nancy doesn't want to try it. They narrowed it down for you, Nancy. What is the House of Representatives? Darryl, you get to select.
For the Constitution for 600, please.
No person shall be convicted of treason without the testimony of this number of witnesses. There must be at least 2. Darryl, select again.
Constitution for 800.
The 18th Amendment, which was later repealed, prohibited the manufacture and sale of this. Darryl.
What is alcohol?
Alcohol, liquor, right.
Constitution for 1,000, please.
This amendment requires due process of law and prohibits double jeopardy. Kate?
What is the 8th Amendment?
Sorry, that's wrong. Darryl and Nancy? What is the 5th Amendment? We have less than a minute to go for the 4 remaining clues. Darryl, select one.
Seas for 600, please.
Major ports on this sea include Jeddah in Saudi Arabia and Port Sudan. Nancy?
What is the Red Sea?
Yes.
Seas for 800, please.
The cities of Rimini, Italy, and Dubrovnik, Croatia, lie on this sea. Darryl?
Was the Adriatic?
Yes.
Seas for 1,000.
The answer there, the other daily double. And Darryl, before you get to make your wager, I have some good news for you. For the past few minutes, our researchers have been very busy researching one of the responses you gave a little while ago. There were 3 German emperors, and they were of the House of Hohenzollern. And our clue was not worded as precisely as it might have been. So we're giving you back your money, and you have $7,600. You are still in second place. How much are you going to risk on this clue on this daily double?
601.
601? All right, for $601 in the category seas, here is your clue. This sea was named for a cannibalistic tribe that inhabited the Lesser Antilles.
What is the Caribbean Sea?
Yes, that's right, the Carib Indians. And that takes you into the lead by $1 over Nancy. And it takes us very close to Final Jeopardy. We'll tell you about the category in a moment. Right now, here's Johnny to tell us about the prizes for the runners-up.
Today's second-place contestant will receive Gibson's 3-piece kitchen, including a frost-clear refrigerator freezer with features designed to make food storage more convenient, a gas range with fuel-saving electronic ignition, and a portable dishwasher featuring 3 levels of washing action and a self-cleaning soil separator from Gibson. And the Flavorite Kitchen Nutrition Cooking System featuring whistling temp tone. This food preparation method helps preserve vitamins and minerals from Regal. For today's third-place contestant, Toyota has brought Go, an ancient Oriental strategy board game, into the computer age with Nemesis Ego Dojo, a handheld electronic game. And all contestants receive the Jeopardy home game. Host your own game of Jeopardy at home. With over 2,000 challenging answers and questions, the category is fun. And once again, here's Alice.
Thank you, Johnny. Final Jeopardy category for today, political leaders. Back with a clue following this break.
Okay, so we're going to a commercial.
Political leaders, the subject for Final Jeopardy today. In a moment, contestants, you'll get the clue, then 30 seconds to write down the question. Here is today's Final Jeopardy answer. His books, No Easy Walk to Freedom and The Struggle Is My Life, were published during his imprisonment. Good luck. Players, time's up. We're going to start down at the end with you, Kate. You were in third place with 2,200. Let's take a look at what you wrote down. Who is king? I assume Martin Luther King Jr.?
Yeah.
Sorry, you are incorrect. Your wager, 2,200. That takes you all the way down to 0, and it takes us to Nancy Malucci, our returning champion. She's got that poker face working for her today. You, too, wrote down who is king. Sorry. Your wager, 8,200. Boy, you guys are gutsy today. Let's go to the middle to Darryl Scott. He had the lead by $1, 8,201, and he wrote down, he started off with Martin Luther. He went to Gandhi. You were in the right part of the world for part of that if you had gone to Nelson Mandela, political leader in South Africa. What was your wager? 8,200. Look at this, folks. We have just set a record on Jeopardy. A Jeopardy champion with $1. Our smallest total ever. But congratulations. You'll be back tomorrow to defend, and you could pick up a lot of money then. What a way to finish. We'll see you all next time out on Jeopardy. Up first.
Today's second and third place contestants will receive the Armatron Ladies Dress Sport, rugged and water-resistant with features like alarm chronograph and dual time. The Armatron Ladies Dress Sport, America's watch. The Sim Biolage refreshing, rejuvenating hair care from Matrix. It's science in sync with nature. Available only in fine salons. Cuvelle. Now you can help prevent painful nighttime leg cramps with Cuvelle. Cuvelle helps stop leg cramps before they start. Cuvelle, used only as directed. New Enforcer bathroom drain opener for hair-clogged drains. Enforcer drain care product, wherever plumbing products are sold. Then from Silver, a specially formulated multivitamin, multi-mineral for adults over 50. Sent from Silver because right now it's a great time to be Silver. Ricola, the all-natural herb cough drop imported from Switzerland. Ricola has been soothing throats and relieving cough naturally for over 60 years. And Meineke Discount Mufflers, the muffler and brake specialist for high quality at famous low prices. At Meineke, you're not going to pay a lot for a muffler. This is Johnny Gilbert speaking. Jeopardy is a production of Merv Griffin Enterprises.